Hi, I'm Susan from LivingRichOnLess.com, and today I want to share two projects that even a beginner DIYer can tackle in a Saturday afternoon using items you may already have around the house and products you can pick up inexpensively at your nearest Lowe's. Our first project will be this DIY Driftwood candle holder, and our second project will be a magnetic knife holder. So let's get started on project one. Follow me out into the backyard. I always love when I have the opportunity to use natural elements in my decor. This stump is going to make a perfect DIY driftwood candle holder. Now, any piece of wood would work for this project. You just want to make sure that it will sit flat on a tabletop. So next I'm going to give this a really good cleaning with a power washer. If you don't have a power washer, a wire brush and a garden hose will probably do the trick. After that, we'll be drilling holes for our votive holders. I'm going to drill 3 different holes for 3 votive holders. My votive holder is about 1.5 inches wide at the bottom, so I'm going to use a 2-inch Forstner drill bit to drill a wide enough hole so this will sit in there nicely. After I've got my 3 holes drilled and I cleaned all the debris out really well, we are ready to give this a coat of stain. The stains I chose for this are a combination of Rust-Oleum's Driftwood and Willow wood stains. I really like using their stain products above other competitors simply because they just dry really quickly and they've got great pigmentation, great coverage in one coat. So I'm done putting 1 coat of the driftwood finish on this piece. I really like how the patina is coming out. After this dries completely, I'm going to give it a coat of the polyurethane and we are done with this. So while this is drying, let's go ahead and move on to project 2. To build my magnetic knife holder, I started with a piece of this birch wood that I picked up at Lowe's, and I cut 2 equal pieces on my miter saw to fit the width of the final knife holder that I wanted. After that, I gave it a quick coat of the Rust-Oleum traditional cherry wood stain. 1 coat is all it took to give it this nice patina. I took a group of magnets and I put them all together in a line. After that, I took a piece of this veneer real wood edging in an unfinished birch. I laid it over the top of the magnets, cut it to fit, and then ironed it. It has an adhesive backing that is activated with heat. Following that, I gave it a good coat of the Kona wood stain. And this is going to be sandwiched between my 2 wood blocks here, which we're going to adhere using a really good epoxy. After getting all the pieces glued together with the epoxy, if you have a couple of clamps that are wide enough, of course it would be great to use them to get this to grip really well. Just make sure you give yourself a good 20 minutes for the epoxy to set up. After waiting for the epoxy to dry really well, which a recommended time for that is 24 hours, I cut 2 equal pieces of the real wood veneer edging again to put on the sides here to give us a real clean edge. And I'm going to line that up here and iron it on. And the heat from the iron makes this stick really well. Now that I have my veneer stuck on really well, the last step is to give it a good coat of the traditional cherry to match the other sides. We'll let this dry really well, and then we'll be ready to hang our piece on the wall. After the stain on the veneer dried really well, I added a coat of food-safe mineral oil to seal the piece, and this is ready to be mounted on my cabinet. You could use screws to mount this, or in my case, because I don't want to drill holes in my cabinet, I'm going to use the command strips. So we've got a magnetic knife strip and a DIY driftwood candle holder, all done in a Saturday afternoon. For more decorating, organizing, home and life improvement tips, visit me online at LivingRichOnLess.com.